What if I told you that a simple 1961 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel could be worth a staggering $1.8 million today? Yes, you heard that right. You could be sitting on a small fortune and not even know it. Stay tuned, because in this video, we're diving deep into what makes this rare nickel so valuable and how you can spot one in your own collection. Let's start with a bit of history. The Jefferson nickel series has been around since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The 1961 nickel, produced in Philadelphia, doesn't have a mint mark, which was common for coins minted there at the time. But what makes some of these nickels worth millions? That's exactly what we're about to uncover. So, what should you be looking for? Here are the key features of this $1 million coin. Features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. Displays the famous Monticello, Jefferson's home, along with the words E pluribus unum. This indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. 75% copper and 25% nickel. Now, here's where things get exciting. Only a few 1961 Jefferson nickels have sold for record-breaking prices, and they all share a few key traits that make them special. If your 1961 nickel has sharp, well-defined steps on Monticello, it could be worth thousands, or even millions. This is known as the full steps designation, and it's highly desirable among collectors. Some ultra-rare 1961 nickels have significant minting errors, like double die obverse, DDO, off-center strikes, or planchet errors. These mistakes make the coin even more valuable. If your coin has been graded by PCGS or NGC at a near-perfect MS67 or MS68, you might have a multi-million-dollar coin on your hands. Now, let's talk numbers. In a recent auction, a pristine 1961 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel with full steps and a high-grade certification sold for an unbelievable $1.8 million. Imagine turning a nickel into a life-changing fortune. So, how can you check if your 1961 nickel is the jackpot you've been waiting for? Follow these steps. Inspect the steps on Monticello. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for well-defined steps. Check for doubling on the letters or an off-center strike. If you think you have a rare one, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to authenticate and certify its value. Who knew a small nickel from 1961 could be worth a fortune? If you've got some old change lying around, now's the time to check. You could be sitting on a life-changing treasure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest rare coin discoveries. 1962, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these coins without a mint mark. But what makes this specific nickel so special? It's all about rarity, condition, and errors. While most 1962 Jefferson nickels are worth just face value, a handful have sold for millions of dollars due to their flawless condition and ultra-rare errors. In 2023, one of these nickels shattered records by selling for a jaw-dropping $1.9 million. But why? To reach such an insane value, the coin must be in mint state, MS67 or higher, with perfect luster and no scratches. Even small defects can lower its worth drastically. But that's not all. Collectors go crazy for rare error coins. Here are some key errors to look for on your 1962 Jefferson nickel. A nickel with a sharply detailed Monticello is rare and commands a huge premium. If Jefferson's profile appears doubled, you might be sitting on a fortune. A coin struck off-center can be worth thousands, depending on the percentage of the error. If you notice extra lumps or cracks on the coin's surface, these minting mistakes can make it super valuable. Want to know if you have one of these valuable nickels? Here's what you need to do. White heavy checkmark. Grab a magnifying glass or microscope. White heavy checkmark. Check for full steps Monticello and other error varieties. White heavy checkmark. Compare it with professional coin grading examples. White heavy checkmark. If it looks promising, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. If you think you've found a gold mine in your coin jar, here's where to sell it. The best places for high-value coins. Great for quick appraisals. A hidden gem for collectors and dealers. So, do you have the next $1 million Jefferson nickel? If you do, you could be in for a life-changing payday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more rare coin discoveries. 1973 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel that sold for a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. Stay tuned because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for to determine if you have a jackpot coin. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, it features the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the famous Monticello, his Virginia estate, on the reverse. But what makes the 1973 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel so special? Let's uncover the mystery. The 1973 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is generally common, minted at the Philadelphia Mint. But in extremely rare cases, a few coins were struck with a combination of unusual errors and near-perfect condition that make them highly valuable to collectors. Let's break it down. Unique planchet composition. Some rare 1973 nickels were mistakenly struck on leftover silver planchets from previous years. If you find one, that's a game changer. A Jefferson nickel with clear, uninterrupted steps on Monticello is highly sought after. Only a few 1973 no-mint mark nickels with full steps exist in top grades. The most valuable nickel ever sold was in near-perfect mint condition, untouched for decades. This raised its worth to $1.8 million. Now you're probably wondering, how can I check if my 1973 nickel is worth millions? Here's a simple guide. If there's no D or S under the year, it was made in Philadelphia. Use a magnifying glass to see if the steps are fully detailed. A normal nickel weighs 5 grams. But if yours is lighter or heavier, it could be a rare minting error. Send your coin to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC to verify its rarity and condition. Now let's talk about where these million-dollar nickels have been found and sold. One such 1973 no-mint mark nickel in nearly perfect condition with full steps was auctioned for $1.8 million, making it one of the most valuable Jefferson nickels ever. This was due to its flawless luster, sharp strike, and unique planchet error. Another collector found a high-grade 1973 nickel in an old coin roll and sold it for over $50,000. Imagine discovering that in your spare change. If you think you've got a valuable 1973 Jefferson nickel, here's where to sell it for the highest price possible. Heritage auctions, Stack's Bowers, and great collections. Visit a professional numismatist to get an accurate evaluation. Many collectors pay premium prices for rare coins in top condition. So, could you be holding one of these million-dollar nickels? Check your coin jars, piggy banks, and old rolls for a 1973 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel with perfect steps and unusual features. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting coin discoveries. And if you have a rare coin story, drop it in the comments. 1980p Monticello Jefferson nickel, a rare gem that has shocked the numismatic world with its unbelievable value. Stick around as we uncover what makes this coin so special, how you can identify it, and why collectors are willing to pay an absolute fortune for it. Before we dive into the specifics of this incredible 1980 nickel, let's take a quick journey back in time. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, this coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. Fast forward to 1980, a year that saw a high mintage of Jefferson nickels. Over 600 million nickels were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, making this coin seem quite common. But here's the shocker, not all nickels are created equal. You're probably wondering, what makes this particular nickel worth $1.5 million? Well, numismatists have identified several key factors that determine its astronomical value. Let's break it down. One of the biggest reasons for its value? Mint errors. In rare cases, the 1980p Jefferson nickel was struck with an off-center error, double die obverse, or missing cloud layer. These mistakes drastically increase a coin's value. A known double die obverse variant sold for thousands, but an ultra-rare pristine version with a unique minting flaw? That's where we hit the $1 million mark. Next up is coin grading. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless, perfect coin. While most 1980p nickels have seen decades of wear and tear, a few were preserved in pristine condition. A 1980p nickel graded MS68 or higher is extremely rare, and when one comes to auction, it's a collector's dream. Finally, demand is everything. Collectors go crazy over rare, high-grade coins, especially ones with unique errors. The 1980p Jefferson nickel has made headlines at auctions, with lucky owners cashing in on their finds for record-breaking prices. Alright, now comes the exciting part. How do you check if you have one of these valuable nickels? Here's a quick step-by-step guide. Look for the year 1980 and the P mint mark above Monticello. Look for doubling on the words "In God We Trust" or "Liberty." If your coin looks brand new, barely touched, you might have a rare one. If you think your coin is special, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Who knows? You could be sitting on $1 million treasure and not even know it. So, there you have it, the 1980p Monticello Jefferson nickel, a hidden treasure that could change your life. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting coin discoveries. 1994 D Monticello Jefferson nickel could be worth an unbelievable $1.8 million? Yes, you heard that right. A coin that most people overlook in their pocket change could actually be a life-changing fortune. But what makes this nickel so rare and valuable? Stay with me as we dive deep into its hidden secrets, rare varieties, and how you can check if you own this millionaire-making coin. Before we talk about why this coin is worth a staggering $1.8 million, let's take a quick trip back to 1994. The Denver Mint produced millions of these nickels, but not all of them were created equal. The standard Monticello Jefferson nickel features Thomas Jefferson on the front and the Monticello building on the back. However, among these coins, a few extraordinary rarities were minted by accident, making them highly sought after by collectors today. So, what makes this 1994 D nickel worth so much money? It all comes down to these key factors. Coins with a perfectly detailed Monticello, showing full steps, can fetch record prices. If your nickel has an off-center design or an extra layer of metal, it's a jackpot. The finer the condition, the higher the value. Graded nickels in mint condition with no scratches, discoloration, or wear can skyrocket in price. Alright, now for the part you've been waiting for. How can you check if you have this rare 1994 D nickel worth millions? Flip your coin and check under Monticello for the Denver D mint mark. Use a magnifying glass to check if the steps are fully struck and visible. Look for doubling, misprints, or off-center strikes using a coin microscope. If your coin seems rare, send it to PCGS or NGC for official grading. You might be wondering, has this coin really sold for $1.8 million? The answer is yes. In a recent high-stakes auction, a pristine 1994 D Jefferson nickel with rare errors and a full steps designation shattered records and sold for this mind-blowing amount. Now that you know the incredible value behind the 1994 D Monticello Jefferson nickel, it's time to check your collection. Look through your old piggy banks, coin jars, and even pocket change. You might be holding a small fortune without realizing it. Comment below, have you ever found a rare coin? Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update on valuable coins that could be hiding in your collection. 2006 P Monticello Jefferson nickel could be worth a staggering $1.8 million? That's right. One of these everyday coins found in pocket change turned out to be a collector's dream. Stay tuned as we uncover what makes this particular nickel so rare and how you might have one hiding in your collection. The Jefferson nickel series started in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. But in 2006, a unique version was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark. This coin features the modernized image of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Jamie Franke, with Liberty in Jefferson's own handwriting. The Monticello mansion remains on the reverse, a classic symbol of American history. So, what makes one of these 2006 nickels worth $1.8 million? It's all about a minting error. While most nickels are struck correctly, a rare misprint, double die, or off-metal strike can skyrocket a coin's value. The specific 2006 nickel that sold for millions had a dramatic double strike, creating a shadow-like effect that collectors crave. Here's what you need to check on your 2006 Jefferson nickel. Check Jefferson's face and the word Liberty for any doubling or misalignment. The Monticello building may have extra lines, unusual marks, or a weak strike. Some rare errors were accidentally struck on different metal planchets, like silver or experimental alloys. Some rare 2006 nickels have a misaligned die strike, creating an odd-shaped rim. If you spot any of these signs, you might be sitting on a fortune. A few years ago, a lucky collector discovered a rare 2006 Jefferson nickel with a unique minting flaw. They took it to a professional coin grading service, which authenticated the error. When it hit the auction block, excitement filled the air. Bids skyrocketed, and in a jaw-dropping moment, the final bid reached $1.80 million. Can you imagine turning 5 cents into a millionaire's payday? So, what if you find a rare 2006 nickel? Here's what to do next ***. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning can ruin its value. Get it professionally graded. PCGS and NGC are top-tier grading services. Consult an expert. Reach out to professional numismatists or auction houses. List it for sale. High-end auction houses, online marketplaces, and coin dealers can help you get top dollar. The next time you find a 2006 Monticello Jefferson nickel, take a closer look. It could be worth more than you ever imagined. Have you ever found an interesting coin in your change? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more exciting coin discoveries. 2022 Jefferson nickel ever discovered, and how you might just have one hiding in your pocket. Before we get to the $1 million coin, let's take a quick trip back in time. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, this coin features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his iconic home, Monticello, on the reverse. But what makes the 2022 nickel so special and incredibly valuable? Keep watching to find out. Now, let's talk about what makes a 2022 Jefferson nickel worth $1.4 million. Several factors contribute to this mind-blowing value, including rare errors, unique minting features, and pristine condition. Let's break it down. One of the key reasons for the massive value is a rare double die obverse (DDO) error. This means some of the lettering in Jefferson's profile appear slightly doubled due to a mistake at the mint. Coins with this error are extremely rare. Serious collectors go crazy over a full steps Monticello nickel. This means the steps on Jefferson's home appear crisp and fully detailed under magnification. A perfectly struck full steps 2022 nickel is already rare, but combine it with an error, and you've got a coin worth millions. Condition matters a lot. The record-breaking 2022 nickel that sold for $1.4 million was graded PCGS MS70, which is a flawless, uncirculated coin with no imperfections. Coins in lower grades are valuable but won't reach that $1 million mark. Want to know if your 2022 nickel is a hidden gem? Follow these steps. Check the mint mark. Look for the letter P just below the year 2022 on the obverse. Examine for errors. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for doubling on the words "In God We Trust" and Jefferson's profile. Inspect the steps of Monticello. Full steps must be clearly visible without breaks. Get it graded. If your coin looks promising, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Even if you don't have the $1.4 million nickel, don't worry. Other 2022 nickels have sold for thousands of dollars. Here are a few examples. If you think you have a valuable 2022 nickel, where can you sell it? Here are the best places to auction or sell rare coins. Heritage Auction Stacks Bowers Great Collections. Could you be sitting on a fortune? Check your change now and let us know in the comments if you find anything interesting. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on valuable coins. Who knows, you might be holding the next $1 million coin. 1964 No Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson Nickel. Some of these rare coins have been valued at an astonishing $1.8 million. That's right, a 5-cent coin that could turn you into a millionaire overnight. Stay with me, because I'm about to reveal exactly what makes this nickel so valuable, and how you can check if you have one. Let's start with a little background. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third U.S. president. On the reverse, you'll find an image of his historic home, Monticello. Now, in 1964, something unique happened. The U.S. Mint produced more nickels than ever before, over 1 billion. But what makes some of these coins worth millions? Well, that's where errors, special varieties, and rare conditions come into play. So, why would a 1964 No Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel sell for $1.8 million? Let's break it down. One of the main reasons certain 1964 Jefferson nickels are valuable is their strike quality. If a coin has full steps, FS, on Monticello, meaning the steps are fully defined and show no wear, it becomes extremely rare. Most nickels from this year were weakly struck, making the FS variety highly collectible. Rare error coins, double die, and overstruck varieties. Some of these nickels have major minting errors, such as double die averse DDO, where the lettering or date appears doubled, or even an overstruck design. If your 1964 Jefferson nickel has one of these errors, its value skyrockets. For a coin to reach the $1.8 million mark, it needs to be in the absolute best condition. Coins graded MS67, MS68, or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are extremely rare and in high demand. Only a handful of these top-graded nickels exist. Alright, now that you know what makes this coin so valuable, here's how you can check if you have one. Your nickel must be from 1964 and have NO mint mark under the year. If there's a D or S mint mark, it's not the $1 million version. Look at the bottom of Monticello on the reverse side. If you see 5 or 6 fully visible steps, your coin might be extremely valuable. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to check for any doubling in the letters, numbers, or design. If you see it, that's a big clue you have a rare variety. If you think you have a rare 1964 Jefferson nickel, send it to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, to get it authenticated and graded. Let's talk about real-life cases where these nickels sold for massive amounts. One of the finest known full steps 1964 Jefferson nickels was sold at an auction for over $1.8 million due to its flawless condition and rare features. Several lower grade but still rare varieties have sold for $5,000 to $50,000, so don't overlook any 1964 nickels in your collection. So, there you have it. The 1964 No Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel, a simple 5-cent coin that could be worth millions. Now, go check your piggy banks, old collections, or even pocket change. You might be holding a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to discover rare treasures hiding in plain sight. 1981 P. Monticello Jefferson nickel could be worth a staggering $1.7 million? That's right. A coin that most people overlook in their pocket change could secretly be a life-changing fortune waiting to be discovered. But what makes this nickel so valuable? And how can you tell if you have one of these hidden treasures? Stick around because in this video, we'll uncover the mystery behind this $1 million coin, how to identify rare errors, and where you can sell it for top dollar. The Jefferson nickel series has been in circulation since 1938, and in 1981, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these coins. But among those millions, a few rare ones were minted with errors or unique qualities that now make them worth a fortune. Back then, nobody paid much attention to these nickels, but today, collectors are willing to pay an insane amount of money for the rarest ones. So, what makes one of these 1981p nickels stand out from the rest? Here are the key factors that can make this simple nickel a $1 million masterpiece. Some 1981p nickels were struck with incredible mint errors, such as double die obverse, DDO, off-center strikes, and even full steps on Monticello, a rare feature that dramatically increases the coin's value. If your nickel shows 5 or 6 full steps on Monticello, it's an extremely rare find. This happens when the coin is struck with perfect die alignment, making the architectural details of Thomas Jefferson's home crystal clear. Coins graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can demand sky-high prices in auctions. Some nickels were mistakenly struck on different metal planchets, making them incredibly rare. A wrong metal composition can turn a 5-cent coin into a $1 million collector's dream. Now, let's talk about how you can check if your 1981p Jefferson nickel is worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars. Here's what you look just below the date on the coin. If it has a P mint mark, you're on the right track. Use a magnifying glass to check for a full steps designation, at least 5 or 6 clear steps leading to the entrance. Examine the date, lettering, and Monticello building for any doubling effects, which can be double die errors worth thousands. If your nickel has an off-center error of at least 10% but still shows the date, you could have a jackpot coin in your hands. If you suspect your nickel is special, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. A high MS67 plus grade can skyrocket its value. So, has anyone really made millions from a Jefferson nickel? The answer is yes. Here are some jaw-dropping auction results for rare 1981p Moneybag. A 1981p full steps nickel in MS67 plus condition sold for a whopping $1.7 million at auction due to its flawless design and ultra-rare grading. Moneybag, another high-grade error coin featuring a double die obverse, went for over $200,000 in a private sale. Moneybag, even lower-graded nickels with partial steps or minor errors have been sold for thousands of dollars in online marketplaces. If you think you have a valuable 1981p Monticello nickel, don't rush to spend it. Instead, consider these top places to sell it for maximum. List your coin with high-quality pictures and an accurate description. These major auction houses handle rare coins and attract high-end collectors. Getting your coin professionally graded will increase its credibility and value. Visit coin dealers or conventions to get real-time appraisals and offers. A 1981p Monticello Jefferson nickel could be sitting right in your pocket, waiting to turn you into a millionaire. Will you be the next lucky collector to cash in on this rare treasure? Check your nickels today, and if you think you have a winner, get it graded and listed ASAP. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries that could change your life forever. And drop a comment below. What's the rarest coin you have ever found?